Hi, my name is Jeanette and I want to thank you for joining me on the channel Jane Reads. So today I am going to play my TBR wheel game where I spin the wheel for 6 prompts and that chooses 6 books that I will be reading for the next month. So for this time it will plan my TBR for December. As of right now, I have 4 books I would really like to get onto this TBR. I have 3 books left on my TBR bingo board that I hope to finish before the end of the year. And then I also received an advanced reader copy of the book Critical Threat by Lynette Eason, which is releasing the beginning of January. So I'd really like to be able to read it in December so that I can give my thoughts and kind of be part of the whole new release buzz. So we'll see. So I've decided for this month, I'm also going to do something a little bit different, and I will continue this going forward. I'm going to take off the prompts that came up in the month before wheel spin. Basically, I found that I was getting a lot of the same prompts, so I thought if I took them off for the month, then it would choose other prompts instead. So last month, for example, I got, out of the 6 spins, I had 2 that were lowest rated and 2 that were male authors. So there was duplicates there. So I'd like to remove those ones and then spin this month. Then when I do January's wheel, I will add them back on, those prompts back on that I took off, and then remove the ones that came up in December. I hope that makes sense and I didn't just completely confuse you. So first thing I'm going to do, I've got my wheel open here. So the first thing I'm going to do is take off the prompts that came up in November for November TBR. So that was male author and lowest rated, a historical fiction, and newest on my TBR. Well, taking that one off doesn't help me get to that advanced reader copy, does it? Oh well. Okay, so let's go for the first spin. Okay, released at least 10 years ago. I don't feel like any of the ones on my, maybe. I was going to say, I don't think any of the ones on my TBR that are left on my TBR bingo board are that old. But let me check. There is one that might be. The one I was thinking of came out December 2013. That's not 10 years yet. So this took some thinking, but I decided to do Jill Elizabeth Nelson, Legacy of Lies. This is the one where I read a chapter in the Try the Chapter video, and I really was intrigued and wanted to keep reading. I haven't picked it up yet, so this is the perfect time to get that on this one, and this was released September 2010, so that is at least 10 years ago. So that will be book number 1. Okay, let's spin for book number 2. A mystery suspense. A mystery suspense. Okay, so for the mystery suspense, I am going to read Where There's Smoke by Susan May Warren. This is book 1 of the Montana Fires series. Montana Fire series. And it is a book that is remaining on my TBR bingo board. It is categorized as romantic suspense. So for me, that means mystery suspense. That fits into that category. So it says, she's a smoke jumper afraid of fire. Kate Burns is a legendary smoke jumper known for her courage and willingness to risk everything to get the job done. Only she has a secret, one she won't admit to anyone. He can't forget the love they once shared. Supervisor Jed Ransom commands the Judge County smoke jumpers with a reputation as a calm, level-headed leader. Kate is the only one who's ever gotten under his skin. They must face the flames together. A raging wildfire in the mountains of Montana brings Kate and Jed together to train up a new team of jumpers. Suddenly, they must face the past they've been running from and the secrets that keep them apart. When an arsonist goes after their team, Kate and Jed must face their deepest fears and learn to rely on each other as they fight a blaze that could destroy them all. I don't know, that just sounds fun. I've really enjoyed a lot of Susan May Warren's works in the past, especially those that kind of focus around and set in Montana and the rescuers, whatever their job is. One series I really enjoyed was about a group of search and rescue workers. That doesn't sound right, but that's what they were. They were SAR, search and rescue. And fire jumpers are kind of part of that at times. So, yeah, this sounds really interesting. I've had it on my list for a while. This book came out in 2016, so as I said, for a while. So I will be happy to read this one and complete another book on my bingo board. Okay, so that is book number 2. Let's spin for book number 3. Monthly prompt. So this refers to Chantel's Read Your Bookshelf Challenge. So for the month of December, it is a mostly white cover. Okay, so I need to look at some of my covers and figure out what book do I have that is a mostly white cover. So just 1 minute. So I think we're going to go for this one. I mean, I don't know. Is that mostly white? Oh, it has a lot of white on it because it's snow. What do you think? No, this is the one we're going to go with. So this is Love Finds You in Frost, Minnesota. So it is based, I'm assuming it's based in the winter, maybe around Christmas time? I don't know, we'll find out. I kind of think so. When Jack Frost returns home to Minnesota, he meets the town's newest newcomer. She's bubbly, beautiful, and his latest adversary. Considering her name is Mary Noel Blake, and she was born on Christmas Day, it's not surprising that Frost, Minnesota's newest resident, is crazy about the holiday. She has single-handedly convinced the entire town to help her turn Frost into a Christmas destination. There are decorations on every corner, a life-size nativity, the Luke Fist dinner at church, and Mary's own holiday boutique. Jack Frost might be rich and handsome, but the weather seems to be chill by a few more degrees when he walks into town. For Jack has come back to reclaim his family's land, despite the fact that it is home to many of Frost's residents. Worse, he has deep personal reasons for spurning holiday festivities, and he's determined to cut the town's Christmas spectacle down to size. But Mary believes that below Jack's frosty exterior is a warm heart, and the one that she can thaw. So it sounds kind of cute. It's a romance, obviously, so we'll see. Okay, now on to spin number 4. A one-word title. Okay, this one is easy for me because I have a book left on my TBR bingo board that has a one-word title, and it is Nichols. It is Nichols by Karen Baney, and this is a reread for me. I remember really enjoying this book, so I put it on my bingo board wanting to reread it this year. Okay, I'm just going to bring it up on Goodreads so that I can tell you what it says. It is a contemporary romance, and Nikki Turner has finally arrived. Her career as a software engineer is soaring, and she has just been offered the company's most sought-after account. Life would be perfect if she could stop her roommate from playing matchmaker. Then Kyle Jacobs mysteriously re-enters her life. As painful memories resurface, his presence turns her life upside down and threatens to waylay her career. She must find a way to work with him. After all, he's a helicopter flight consultant for the new flight control system she's coding. Can she forget the past and see him as the new man he has become? Or will her resentment keep her from finding what she has always been searching for? So yeah, I read this one in 2016 and my review says I could not put it down. So I'm very curious when I reread it, will I be as drawn to these characters as I was the first time around? So that is book number 4. Okay, let's spin for book number 5. Okay. Oh, she's going to be happy about this. So, it is a BFF pick. So, I don't know what book I'll be reading. She will insert it here and tell me what book I'm going to be reading. Okay, well, time for book number 6. Spin number 6. I'm so thrown off by allowing her to pick. Okay, so now we are going to spin for book number 6. Another one-word title. Okay, so the ones that are left on my list are not one word. Okay, so I have a few options. I've got Flashover by Dana Mintic. I'm not sure. I've got Missing by Lynette Eason. That's really reflecting bad. I've got Predator by Terry Blackstock. And I have Handcrafted by Clint Harp. So, what do I feel like reading in the month of December? None of them are a Christmas story, so none of them are really the ones that are kind of top of my list. I have suspense, contemporary romance. I'm really tempted to do the biography. I just finished reading a biography and I really enjoyed it. I think this is the one I'm going to do. Okay, I'm going to do Handcrafted by Clint Harp. I just recently, I picked this up in September when we were on vacation. So I'm like, yeah, I think I'm going to read this one. I also just finished reading Chip Gaines, like a book by him, and this is how I know who Clint is because of Chip Gaines. And there is what are they called? A praise for his work written by Chip on this book. So, yeah. Yep, this is the one I'm going to read. Okay, so those are my 5 books that I know of that I'm going to read in December. My BFF is going to pick book number 6 for me, and then we will see how the month goes. So the other 2, I only have 3 here. The other 2 are on my Kindle, and then 6th book is a question mark. So I want to thank you for joining me today, and have you read any of the books that I put on my list? And let me know. And what is your most anticipated read for the month of December? I'd love to chat in the comments below. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye.